Hey retro fans, I'm RetroMackiees and welcome back to another episode of Gameplay where we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. The NES Classic Edition is set to release in November along with Legend of Zelda and The Legend of Zelda 2 Link's Adventure, which I'm sure we'll review at some point in the future. Also, there's the expectation, the heavily awaited Link's new adventure, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which if you haven't seen the trailer for that yet, I highly recommend to go watch it right away. It's really quite incredible. And that's kind of what's influencing this here. A lot of Breath of the Wild is, as the developers say, the intention is to go back to the roots of Legend of Zelda, where it's more about exploration and just allowing the player to create their own adventure. In that sense, the new Legend of Zelda is supposed to allow you to go to any dungeon in any order as you wish and pretty much create your own adventure. But to celebrate that, we're going to play the original Legend of Zelda, which in and of itself is just a classic. So we've gone ahead and set up Link here. And let's go ahead and get this started. Again, I remember playing this a very, very long time ago with my my brothers and my dad. And here you got the very first item that Link ever picks up, the wooden sword. It's dangerous to go alone. So of course, you're just dropped right into it. There's no explanation, nothing telling you about what to do. You just pretty much have to figure it out yourself. Even in terms of a map up in the top left corner, you really don't have any detail about where you're going other than there's a green block and you know that when you move, it moves on the map, but you don't really have anything to tell you where you're going. Now, having said that, the original game did actually come with a map. I'm sure you can look it up online, and it'll give you a much better idea about how the original game came packaged. Now, it has been quite a few years since I've originally played this game, so I don't imagine I'm going to be very good at it. I'm definitely very rusty with this game. But we're just out to have some fun and really just enjoy Legend of Zelda. I do remember where the first dungeon is, so that's actually where I'm making my way to, if I can not get hit on the way there. Now that's just plain pitiful. I died on the way to level 1. So here you have classic enemies like Octoroks. There's also Moblins. This really set the standard and the stage for what was to come. Definitely the format was really perfected by Link to the Past, and even more so by Ocarina of Time. But even so, a lot of the original ideas came from the very first game. Really set the standard and broke the mold for what an adventure video game was meant to be at that time. Wow, and I'm really not getting off to a good start. So let's see if I can at least make it to level 1 this time. So I'm interested to know, please leave some comments in the below the video. Let me know if you've played this game or if you have yet to play it. It's really a classic, and I highly recommend experiencing this original Legend of Zelda. It was a much different Zelda than from what we have today. It left a lot to the imagination, and I actually appreciate that as a gamer, leaving more up to the imagination. I'm going to try not to die again as I'm making my way to level 1. So you can imagine coming into this for the first time, and you can see the original denizens of Hyrule have been turned to stone. The music and just everything about the game is just incredible. Again, I'm a little bit rusty, so you'll have to be patient with me while I'm getting used to the controls again. And for anybody that's curious, yes, I am playing this on the Virtual Console on the Wii U, only because I didn't want to have to drag out my NES console again. It's tucked away, and I didn't want to have to pull out all the cords, and plus I wasn't sure that the video streamer would be able to pick it up. So we're just going to continue on our way. I got a key, but I'm going to go ahead and look over here anyhow. So there we have our Staphos. And again, this set the standard. It had some unique ideas to it too. You can see I picked up a clock, which caused everybody to stand still, which I don't think was used in any other Zelda games. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now I know a lot of people today, especially millennials, grew up with Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. Maybe Link to the Past, but for me it was the original. It was the very first Legend of Zelda. And I'm really looking forward to getting the boomerang, which should be somewhere in this dungeon. The boomerang will make it a lot easier, at least for me anyways. Here we have the compass. If I can get there without getting hit. Also, one of the great things about the original Legend of Zelda was there was just secrets everywhere, and I'll attempt to show you guys as many as I can as I go through. Again, I'm trying to jog my own memory as to some of the secrets in the game. And most of those secrets actually exist on the overworld. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. And here's another thing which I don't believe they allowed you to do again in any other game, was you can actually hit the guy kind of like the cuckoo, and he'll start shooting fireballs at you. And Nintendo was very vague with the secrets that the old man and other characters would give in these dungeons. Alright, so we finally have the map, and you can see that the compass is blinking as to where the boss is in this particular dungeon, which is off to my right. But I'm actually going to go north for the time being, because I know that the dungeon treasure is up this way. So I'm just going to take care of these Staphos here. So here's the guys that are using the boomerangs. And that'll earn me a key. So yeah, it's really interesting to compare this to the Legend of Zelda today, something like a Majora's Mask. It was definitely a very different kind of Legend of Zelda. Alright, so I think I was actually mistaken. I don't believe I get the boomerang till the second dungeon. Now you'll find, at least in the first game here, and of course in other games, that the bow is very, very important to being able to complete the game. In fact, I don't think you can beat the game without the bow. Speaking of which, I know there are speed runners and challenge runners, or however you want to say it, that actually try to complete Legend of Zelda without ever collecting the sword, basically saying that the old man that you visited to get the very first sword, your first weapon, people would bypass that and complete the game. I have never tried that myself. I don't even know how you do that. I don't know if it's a matter of getting the bombs. And there we go, boomerang. So that helps a lot. So we have some wall masters here, which hopefully they'll give us some hearts. You can tell that the boss is nearby because he's making a lot of noise. Alright, and so we're ready to go beat the boss of level 1. And I believe you have to hit him in the head. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be a dragon. Dragon with a unicorn horn, I guess. Oh, come here. There we go. Alright, and here's the first piece of the Triforce, which has been broken into 8 pieces by the Princess Zelda. And that completes the first dungeon. Alright guys, so that completes the first dungeon of The Legend of Zelda. So we have 1 Triforce piece so far and 7 more to go. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate your support. Please leave a comment below along with a like. Those likes help us to be able to bring you more content. So please make sure to do that. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. So until next time, God bless, take care, and keep on gaming.